to Brassionomics. I'm Ben Brassion, and a lot of people, if you're listening to our show, may be considering what it's like to be in the world of real estate, whether it's a real estate agent, a mortgage lender, we have financial planners, all sorts of different professions that you could get into, and real estate is always one of those sexy ones because, well, they get them on TV, all of a sudden you're showing nice properties to cool people, and they film it, and they call it awesome. But just getting your real estate license is not necessarily the catalyst to becoming a very good real estate agent. James Dainard joins us, founding partner of HeatonDainard, a real estate and interest funding. James, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, Ben. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah? You recovering from the Seahawks game?
Yeah, well, I had nothing to recover from. We won.
Yeah, it's gets your endorphins going.
Yeah.
First quarter was not a pretty one.
No, but you know what? And again, I want to tie that in, but once you prepare for something, like our team did, they were able to make the right adjustments in order to go dominate the rest of the game.
Yeah, no, I mean it just like anything, you just got to prepare and you can push through.
Yeah. So when people become a new real estate agent, and it's kind of that same thing, isn't it? I mean, the first quarter can be really tough. I mean, just trying to get up and running and kind of, catch your bases.
That's a good way of looking at it. Lately, I've been talking to a lot of new agents that have been coming to our brokerage, and, they're in their Rockwell class or their red carpet, and they're learning and they're excited and they want to get into real estate because they have all these grandiose visions of going out there and selling lots of houses and making tons of money, which is something that's easily doable. It's just a matter of doing it in the right fashion. And what we've been talking to these agents is really it's the most important thing is after you finish your course, you get your license, it's picking the right home for your license and picking the right team that can actually help develop you as not only as a real estate agent with the contract background and, really what it means to be an agent, but to be good salesperson and create a system for yourself to where you can actually generate your own business and focus and move forward.
When you say, and I think this is maybe where a lot of people get stuck because it sounds, I'll just go find people who want to buy houses. David's over there, and you're here. Mm-hmm. It's not easy to just go find people who want to buy houses. I mean, is it?
No, and what people's biggest mistake is when they get into real estate is they don't focus on a specific avenue that they want to actually go and sell. People come into my office and I ask them, that's the number one question, why do you want to get into real estate? And their answer is always, I like houses. It's like, well, what do you like about houses? What gives you that passion? And what do you like to do? And there's so many ways that you can make money and work with so many different types of clients. If you don't focus on a specific aspect out the gate, you're just going to shotgun the market and get nowhere. You're going to run in circles. And, you're not going to become a really good agent at a specific item. There's tons of business out there, but if you can go master one topic, one item, and work with one specific client and get really good at that, that's how you can be successful and actually start to grow your business.
There's the old adage. I don't know how old the adage is. There's an adage about when you go into business, you'd rather be you don't want to be the general practitioner. You want to be the specialist, right? If you're going to have to be a doctor for financial reasons, you want to be the anesthesiologist, not necessarily the general practitioner, right? I mean those are the people who get paid more to do maybe less work. It's kind of that same thing when you're a specialist, because people if they know you are the best in a certain area and you can start from the ground up to work your way to be the best, you're going to probably spend less time trying to get people to work with you and more time working.
That's a very good analogy, and that's really how it works. I mean, how I got started being an agent, I've only been an agent for 3 years, but I've worked in investments, real estate investments for 8. And so during that, how we transitioned is we were doing so much volume through other avenues and investments in real estate and buying and selling that we saw an opportunity to build our own real estate company. And what we've done is we've grown that from one listing, and I had one listing the first 60 days I got involved. And then what I did is I focused on the things that I'm good at, finding investment opportunities for people, helping them fix it up, helping them get the funds to close that property and helping them sell it. And it's turned into a machine to where I have a team of people that help service that business. And, we're doing from one listing, 3 years later, we do on average 150 homes a year and 40 million in sales volume. And what that's allowed us to do is we've now created other businesses off that business. So now our clients that we've serviced in their investment needs, they have their primary residence to sell. And we've gotten into the primary residence and finding properties for their kids, and it's given us a lot of business based on our primary business.
So, but when you talk about finding that specialty, and I mean, I would consider like a first-time home buyer kind of a specialty. I mean, it's a different type of a different type of person you're kind of working with. They need more hand-holding. They're, brand new to the process. Is that one of like the specialties that somebody could get into as a new agent? Like, hey, I really just want to work with first-time home buyers.
Yeah, and that's important. You can do first-time home buyers. You could do sellers. You can do just regular buyers. You can do investors that want to buy rentals. They want to buy properties you can flip. There's so many different avenues that you can work with. You just want to really focus on that item, and that's what's important about is picking the right brokerage. And not only, there's lots of the big brokerages, the Windermere, the John L. Scott, the Remaxes. Those are all good companies, but it's about picking the right broker to where they can help develop you. Like at our company, we have everything lined out for people. If they're starting new, we have all the presentations lined out for them. We teach them and coach them on how to actually build their own business and how to market for, if they're going for sellers, we help them market for specific areas and can use our business volume to actually generate their own leads. Mm-hmm. So it's really about just the training tools and the systems available.
How do you, and again, we heard James Dainard, founder of HeatonDainard. How do you help guide somebody into maybe the right area of real estate to work in?
Well, really, we find out what their passion is and who they like working with and what kind of personality they have. And then we give them a template to work with. Like for an agent that wants to work with buyers, we have a program called the Home Buyer Scouting Report. It gives them a template to where they can work with leads and work with people that, that work with potential clients that they meet at open houses or they meet anywhere, investment meetings or realtor associations or, clubs. And they can actually track that and help follow up with their lead processes. So our whole goal is to find out what people's passion is and then give them the system to work. Because they can have the passion, but they might not know how to follow up and create their own business and their own leads.
And that's a real different way of even approaching real estate is with some sort of system because I know lots of real estate agents, obviously, and some people like to work within a system, and oftentimes the system doesn't fit real estate agents' personalities. I think it's another part of if somebody were to be new in the career, going to pick a brokerage, you guys might offer something with more structure, and there may be some people out there who are like, look, I don't want the structure. I just want to go try it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people out there that and they just go out and try it, and they're successful. And then there's a lot of people that go out there and try it, and they can't figure it out, and they're just kind of sitting around hoping somebody calls them to sell the house. Mm-hmm. Or they're hoping that they get an internet lead. Or they hope, they're just kind of hoping for that sales check to go through, whereas we make our agents more proactive and get them involved. Mm-hmm. And, we don't require them, but we give them the format that we know works because we use it ourselves. And really, it makes it to where any kind of salesperson with any kind of talent can actually come into real estate and build their own business and move forward.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people are, that is what that's what lures people into real estate, I think, is the ability to have your own business and have some flexibility. But at the beginning, that flexibility isn't there. I mean, you got to be dedicated.
Yeah, and you have to build your business, and your business are your clients. And how you do that is you have to sit down. You have to go through the kind of tedious things like open houses and, you put on presentations for first-time home buyers and be exposed to a lot of different potential clients and actually build your client base. And then from there, you can start working off referrals. But you have to first get the business to get a referral out of it. You can't get a referral from somebody you've never done business with.
Yeah, you got to go. I mean, point A to point B to C to D. You can't go from A to Z without hitting all the other letters. James, we do have to go to break. Stick around for a few minutes. I'd love to get some more of your thoughts. That's James Dainard with HeatonDainard. I'm Ben Brashen. You're listening to Brashenomics.